Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Members of Parliament, and all the respected leaders. We have all gathered here today to commemorate the rich legacy of the Parliament of India in this historic Central Hall. When we talk about Indian parliamentary heritage, the hallowed precinct of this Parliament House and the Central Hall, where we have gathered today, hold a very special significance. The Constitution of India is the bedrock of Indian democratic polity. It is in this very Central Hall that the Constituent Assembly held its sittings from 1946 to 1949, spanning a period of 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days. Today, we humbly recall the phenomenal contributions made by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first President of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji, the first Prime Minister, and architect of modern India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of India, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, architect of Indian Constitution. It is also an occasion to recall with gratitude the contributions of Sri G.V. Malvankar, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, and also acknowledge the collective contribution by members of the Constituent Assembly, Provisional Parliament, and First and all subsequent Lok Sabha. This Central Hall was witness to Pandit Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech on the eve of India's independence. And yesterday, the Prime Minister also mentioned this in his speech. I am thankful to you because you remembered this historic speech on this yesterday's occasion. Sir, the India's independence, during his speech, the Pandit Nehruji inter alia stated, which I quote, long years ago, we have made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measures, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to new, when an age ends, and when the soul of the nation, long suppressed, finds utterances. As the clock struck 12, all the members of the Constituent Assembly took the following pledge. At this solemn moment, when the people of India, through suffering and sacrifices, have secured freedom, I, a member of the Constituent Assembly, do dedicate myself in all humility to the service of India and her people, to the end that this ancient land attain her rightful and honored place in the world, and make her full and willing contribution to the promotion of the world peace and the welfare of the mankind. These words spoken on the day of this historic speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji. I wish to emphasize at this juncture that this is all due to the collective and dedicated effort by parliamentarians cutting across the party lines over the past 7.5 decades. This rich legacy has formed a strong foundation for India's growth as a powerful democratic nation. Every nook and corner of the Parliament House has witnessed the evolution of our parliamentary democracy over the past 75 years. As we bid adieu to the Parliament House and move to the new Parliament building today, I am overwhelmed with emotions and tinge of pathos. We would, of course, be continuing our parliamentary duties in the new Parliament building, but will miss the Parliament House. The success of the institution lies in the upholding constitutional values and ideals. The idea that institutions are sacrosanct and essential for the success is a fundamental principle in governance and development. We should commit ourselves to adhere to and preserving the constitutional values and parliamentary traditions as the country moves ahead in effectively performing parliamentary duties and in our endeavors for the growth of our nation. To build this country, forgetting our parties, political parties, we should be one to build the nation, to protect the nation, to protect the Constitution, to protect the democracy. This must be our aim. With these words and one quote I will say, no man can be grateful at the cost of his honor. No woman can be grateful at the cost of her chastity. And no nation can be grateful at the cost of its liberty. So, to protect our liberty, to protect our integrity, we must work all together. That is the only way to build the nation. Thank you. Jai Hind.